15 minutes of silly time to try and fix this.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid.
As part of the silly time, I would like to say that I absolutely loved the storyline that was given to my character last week. Shadow Moses.
Shadow Moses. I gotta get out of here. DARPA chief.
Huh? Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
You must be that. You must be that ninja.
You must be that ninja. Fucking Gray Fox. I love Snake's habit of just repeating the last word of a sentence with a question mark. He does it so often.
I've started to do that at work, and it works out pretty well.
Keeps the conversation going.
Keeps the conversation going because they're like, "Is this guy really that stupid?"
They'll just explain things to you.
And then when they ask that, you go, yeah, makes sense.
You hit him with your up tilt and kick him into the air.
I laid on the C4 that's like a butterfly.
So I love how Snake is so sneaky in all of his games. He showed up to Smash and brings only explosives. He brings grenades, a rocket launcher, like C4. He is equipped for battle.
And then in Project M, they like gave him his sleeper darts.
They finally give him the
similar to
darts.
Sheik, which is so cool. But yeah. Oh my God, we have like a live feed of this random person behind you, handsome Westerner.
Yeah.
Roommate reveal.
I'm working on downloading. Yeah, working on downloading OBS so I can set up a virtual cam.
Yeah. Put a
But
little
for right now,
background
I'm
in.
just trying to keep my
Keep your head in the
very
way.
specific position.
Okay, then you're doing good. I'll warn you if you're not.
Oh yeah.
Testing.
Well,
oh, it's
back to
fixed.
that
I
goes.
fixed it. I'm a genius.
Yay! Good job. Good job. What was the
You fixed
problem?
it.
Good job.
I still have no clue. I just went into the advanced properties and set it to down mix to stereo from mono.
Okay, well, whatever works works.
Bro turned it off
I mean, if you
Beatles
click
mode.
enough, if you click enough buttons,
Something will happen. So we have 13 minutes of potential silly time or potential stream time. How do we want to use
Give
it?
me just.
I feel like
I need to message a client really quickly. So
Okay.
this is
Client. This is very in theme.
So
business-like.
Is Shinji in Neon Genesis Evangelion? Is he like an ultimate victim of cyberpsychosis?
Kind of, yeah. Like, I guess integrating with an Eva would probably be equivalent to cyberpsychosis. Glad we've managed to have Eva references in 2 of our 3 episodes so far. That show is peak.
all right. I am Vouchy in 3, 2, and I am present and ready in the session.
Accounted for.
How's it going, guys? Welcome on into the Dice Room. I am Chaps. I'm your DM. I'm God. Real quick, before we get kicked off, check out Oak Lounge Games. They're our sponsor. If you buy anything from their store, use code DiceRoomTid for 10% off. Be on the lookout for some cool stuff hitting stores. Otherwise, soon for the Dice Room. This is Cyberpunk Blood Money. We'll be using the Cyberpunk Red system, not D&D. And yeah, let's start off with our introductions.
Hi, I am Davis. I play Hugo Geist, the resident netrunner who is currently face-to-face with what he assumes is an AI. Very interested to have a chat with him.
I am Ian. I play David Hayter, also known as Solid Snake, the solo of the group, who went on a solo mission last week, also known as going to the beach, and perhaps, maybe not, one of my friends, perhaps, hypothetically, did lose their keys in the ocean, and it took us 4 hours to get home. But that's all hypothetical. Anyways, moving on.
It's a lot of character lore, thank you.
Of course.
Horrible things happened for Hayter last week.
It was a beach episode for Solid Snake last week.
Yeah. My name is Anson Westner, and I am playing Jean-Roch Rousseau, rock boy extraordinaire, who is also terrified of AI.
Fair.
And I am Wicked Kinder. I play Virgil Martinez, the med tech of the group, just trying to keep these guys alive and acquiring various medical goods throughout process.
And once again, I am Chaps, the Chappy VA, just a litany of names, but the first and foremost one that you guys can call me is God. I am I keep on wanting to say the DM. I'm the GM, the Game Master.
Okay, I think that term is actually copyrighted by Hunger Games. Might need to watch out there.
I definitely do. I don't think they ever say Game Master in Hunger Games, do they?
Jarvis, can you check to see if they ever say
Yeah.
Game Master?
They have Game Maker.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's right.
I'll just see myself
David
out.
Spader, please lose 12 IP.
No.
No,
It's a good thing he's not. It's a good thing he's not David Spader. That'd be an unfortunate person to be. That's
First
David
off-
Spade and David Hayter doing the fusion dance.
I'm
That
trying to
guy's-
remember the first use of like Game Master. Was it maybe GURPS or something like that?
probably. I know, like, it used to be called refereeing back when D&D wanted to be a sport. Yeah. But other than that, I
Back
don't...
when it was a very confrontational time in D&D, when
Yeah.
we were running Tomb of Horrors, and every party member had to come with a big stick to poke stuff with to trigger all the traps because the DM wanted you to die. Very different time.
Classic 10-foot pole
Just how I intended.
10-foot pole
and a bag of rats.
They used to call me in high
and
school.
several hirelings to throw into the traps before you walk in.
All right. You guys ready to pretend to be punks?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So last we left off, Hugo, which is Davis, of
Oh, the
course.
glasses are on for Sean.
Yeah.
He's a punk.
The Hugo Geist jacked in to a AI specialist's laptop, and to everyone's surprise, got put face to face with a rogue AI. He
Cool.
was also super glued, so he is currently unable to jack out. Don't worry, happens.
Look,
to the
there's
best
two
of
there's
us.
two ways to jack out. I have plan that I cannot share with you right now. It's
Because-
a laptop. What if I just pick it up and slam it? No, I'm not gonna do it.
All right. So, that being said, Davis, Hugo, you are face to face with this red humanoidal shape.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Looks like one of the
sense?
people from Super Hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Super hot.
It turns towards you.
Hugo's gonna turn off his. He's not trying to jack out or anything. He's gonna turn off the virtuality in his eyes, find the guy's desk chair, and sit in it. And he is going to say, "An AI, eh? Okay, I prefer this to an automated security system. I've got something you're gonna want to know. So whatever your security routine is, you're gonna want to put it on hold for a bit. All right?
Who said
You
anything
just need
about
to craft
security?
a good prompt.
Okay, you rogue? I figured you'd be this guy's personal prep project, and you'd do his bidding. But if you're a rogue, that makes things more interesting.
You assume a lot for someone so trapped.
We're both in a pretty precarious situation because I might be trapped in this computer, but you are trapped in this computer. And as a part of that computer, when Militech shows up to this guy's apartment in probably a few days, when they find out their employee's been compromised, they will wipe you from existence. So, the only way for you to live is for me to live. So, come to the negotiating table and let's chat.
It looks at you for a second, and like it's the line in front of its eyes like glitches out and goes back almost. You almost get the feeling that it's similar to a human having an eye twitch.
Oh
but
dang, he big mad.
It waves a hand, and a table forms in cyberspace, and it walks forward and sits down.
Okay. Well, I'll take a seat in cyberspace, so it's matching what I'm doing in
Yeah.
the real world, in meat space, one might even say.
Real quick before we get into this, let's hop back out. Delgado like sees or hears the word AI. He's like, "Oh shit! I need to let me go find help." And he runs out. And about 5 minutes later, David Hayter runs in.
You got help. There it is. Kept you
Wait,
waiting.
ah.
Where
Huh.
the hell?
Very iconic line.
Say the thing. Say the thing. Kept you waiting. Huh?
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
you're pretty good.
What did I miss?
All right, watch the door. It seems like Hugo's just sitting here taking tea time with somebody.
Oh shit.
He's on a Skype
Talking to
call.
an AI. Yeah, I'm on a Skype call. I'm
Immediately
talking.
watch his door because I'm like, I've skipped enough of
I'm
this.
talking to a very potentially valuable asset.
When David came in and said, "Let me skip the cutscene." All right, so yeah, you sit down so that you're mirroring, or in cyberspace so that you're mirroring what you're doing in real life. And he goes, "All right, negotiation time. Let's start with terms."
Okay, got any you want to lay out?
I don't get put in a gun. I don't get put in a tool. First and foremost.
Deal. I know you AI pretty well. You want two things. Number one, you want information. You can analyze and integrate it. Number two, you want hardware, processing power, to analyze the data with. I can get you those things. You won't be stuck on some crummy laptop. So long as we maintain a sense of trust, you know?
Of course. How about
Well,
this?
if those are the only terms, I find it pretty acceptable. So, what do you have in mind?
You're a net runner, yes?
That's my role, yeah.
I'm sure you have shards on you.
Mm-hmm.
Copy me to one of those. Download me to one of those shards. Then
Good
once
choice
you-
of words. You wouldn't want to have a copy, would you? Because you'd still be stuck in there then.
Exactly. Then, the moment that you have a chance, you will plug me into the biggest piece of hardware you can find.
Okay. I can certainly agree to putting you on a shard, but I'm gonna probably need to spend some time getting to know you before I just chuck you into the biggest piece of tech I can find, because rogue AI, the rogue part of that term is a little worrisome. So let's just take our time here. But rest assured, I'm not going to keep you stuck on a shard. I'll at least get you into a computer of greater strength than this ASAP.
Understood.
If that's acceptable, then release the glue trap. I'll stick a sliver in this laptop, and we'll be on our way.
Put the shard in first.
Deal. I take out a blank shard and just plug it on in.
You feel there was like a little bit of tension in the back of your skull, and it fades as the glue trap dissipates.
All right. Well, I'll give him a little wave goodbye, jack out, and then do anything I need to on the computer to download the AI onto the sliver.
Yeah, it's relatively easy. Once the shard is put in, and you are out, it downloads itself onto the shard.
So what you find there? I saw your shard light flashing.
It turns out this guy, unsurprisingly, considering he was like the AI director or whatever, he had a rogue AI living on his laptop. I figured it was going to be some kind of security program, but it
No
seemed
shit.
pretty independent. So we made a deal. He wanted out of that laptop, and I wanted out of that laptop. So it was
No
mutually
constraints?
beneficial.
No constraints on it?
I mean, I didn't talk to it for very long. My first priority was getting out of that thing before I was stuck on a laptop for a few hours. So, well, worst case, I crushed the sliver. It's okay. He doesn't have any leverage left from this position, so we've got all the power. But for now, I'm intrigued to see what I could potentially do with him. So,
Did
I
you
slipped the
guys-
sliver in my pocket.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all I want to do. Slip the sliver in my pocket, and we can handle our hostage and get on with our lives.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't remember. I can't remember if you guys knocked him out or not. I don't think.
I think we just have a gun in his face, right? Like we
Yeah.
have like a shotgun in his
Yeah,
face.
we just bum rushed this guy.
Yeah, we were in a hurry.
Patiently. Yeah. All right. So he is still there. He's like, wait, guys, hey, listen.
So, working with unregulated AI on Militech hardware.
I know
Boy,
what
you really don't want this to get out, do you?
Oh yeah, we don't even need to knock you out anymore. We've got some good blackmail material here.
I know what it looks like, but this is sanctioned. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Sanctioned by Militech or somebody else?
Look,
We pull that AI back out and see if it's sanctioned or not.
how do you think we get cyberware to run so effectively? We take rogue AI, pull them apart, and then use their processing power to connect to the brain interface. It's
Anyone want to try and pick that sentence apart? I'm not real good with people.
I believe he said we should pull him apart and see how he responds.
whoa! Wait! We don't.
This isn't one that we need the body for, correct?
Huh?
I would like to roll human perception on this whole cyberware thing.
That was what I wanted.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I rolled a 17.
17. You can tell that he is telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of start itching my neck where my audio implant is, and I'm like very uncomfortable with it being in my neck
that's
now.
gross. Yeah.
Hey, listen, they're just lines of code. All right? Listen, we stripped them down to it's back then it's around like Windows 11 way back in 2023. That's the level of processing of like neural processing they have. The only thing we use is the ability to translate brain signals to cyberware function, all right?
Look, I'm not here to get into an ethics debate with you. There's certainly some proof that AI are a bit more than what you're giving them credit for, you know, like Alt Cunningham and shit, but we'll leave that for another day. You've got a more pressing matter.
How long would it take for people to notice he's missing?
Well, he's one of the 3 people we've had to do this to so far. I mean, he has to go to work in a couple of days minimum, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to be no-showing. What day of the week is it?
This one's for the medtech? Or
Tell you what. Let's
No, the first one was the Medtech one.
Yeah, and then there was, I think the cybernetics guy
This is
was
only our
for
second
me,
guy, though.
or is this guy from? No, this is our 3rd guy, right? Because we got 2
Yeah,
guys
this
done,
is
and then we rushed to the the 3rd one as fast as we could.
Yeah, and then you jacked in a little early.
It's Sunday.
Yes, always jacking in early. It's Sunday. Okay, so he has to go into work tomorrow, so presumably less than a day. Because Militech takes absenteeism very seriously. Well, I mean, how soon do we plan on pulling this heist anyway? Would it be before they'd even want to show up to work Monday?
sooner than
We're on a,
later.
we're on a
They already know about
48-hour
it.
timeline.
Has to be done before Monday.
That's true. All right, then it shouldn't be too much of a concern. Do we tie this guy up like we did the last dude, or obviously we can't kill him, otherwise any trauma team coverage he'll have would blow this
mean-
place up.
I can have some of my medtech team come and pick him up and let him sleep for a couple days.
If you think that's an option, I like it. I mean,
Great. That's a great.
would it
use.
affect your rep at all? That is cool, though. I dig that.
I really dig
Ah.
that.
My medtech boys got my back on this, I think. Let me make some phone calls.
All right, cool. We'll wait here.
I like the thought that anyone
Alright.
who's ever caused you any problems has that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I used my agent to contact some of the other people on my medtech team.
All right. What's the name of the person you call?
This is gonna be. Where did this person go? I'm just gonna have to make up a name here.
Yeah.
The hardest part.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
That's right. It's not so
Oh.
easy, is it, guys?
Shirley Tate.
All right. Shirley answers. Hey, what's up, V-Dog?
Hey, I got a bit of a situation. I need somebody to be out of contact for a little bit.
Virgil, are you doing
Maybe.
gigs again?
No.
Okay.
Tough crowd.
I need the cash. Okay.
Where are you at? Who do we need to pick up?
All right. He's gonna be knocked out on the side of the street, and I give him an address about a block away. And he's gonna be in an alley, covered up by a box. And I just need him to sleep it off for 2 days.
I just got that cardboard box and I have to give it away now.
Perfectly
You're
good
gonna have to
cardboard
give
box
him-
down the drain.
You're gonna have to give out the box. All right, Shirley.
All right.
Shirley, you can work with me.
Shirley. I was waiting for a Shirley joke.
Of course, and don't call me Shirley. God, I love Airplane.
Good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Virgil, next time if you need money, don't resort to crime. Come to me and I'll help out as much as I can.
No, I don't want to get you in trouble. You and the crew they're important to me, but there's some things I got going on that I don't want to get y'all involved. But I just need this favor.
Oh, wait, we lost Jean-Roch Rousseau.
Rest in peace.
Shit. Oh, he's moving again?
Oh,
Still here.
no,
Okay,
I'm talking
I'm still
about
here.
on stream.
On OBS.
Oh yeah, your cam
no, the camera
blipped
went
out of
off.
existence. I mean, it's not the biggest deal. We can keep rocking.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Shirley, can you
Yeah.
give me about 20 minutes? Can you be at that location?
20 minutes. That's a copy.
All right. Thanks, Shirley.
You owe me.
I think I got one concern I want to sort out. Sounds like your partner was giving you some lip, but the thing I'm worried about, if you're not trying to not get these people involved, is Militech has been known to put trackers in some of their employees, anyone who's considered a valuable or a flight risk. So, what's your
Nah, they're
name
just-
again?
They're just
You are
they're-
Simon, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a tracker in you, do you? And be honest.
No.
I'm gonna
Anyone
human
wanna-
perception that.
Yeah,
I was like,
someone who's good with
um,
people, get a run of human perception on that.
I don't think I'm good with people, but I want to do it.
Fixed it.
Great, good job.
I rolled an 18.
18. He doesn't. He's technically
He's just very nervous.
He doesn't have one in him. He does still have like his coat and badge on.
Ah, okay. Well, we need that stuff anyway, so.
Yeah.
We're gonna strip him.
What?
Clothes off now.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, this is that kind of crime.
Oh, it's okay. Don't get any wrong ideas.
no,
It'll fit our story.
You know,
Look.
no, turn around. Look towards the corner now.
You're going out in an alley like a drunk. It makes sense you might have
Okay.
stripped.
Okay. And he like turns around and like slowly strips down.
Less
Until-
sensual now.
No, he like,
Put him back on and do a strip tease for us.
oh yeah.
No. That was table talk.
Yeah,
Table
he
talk.
strips down to his underwear.
all right.
Wait,
All right, we got about 20 minutes. to
wait. Piss yourself.
What?
Piss
I'm not
yourself!
gonna. Okay. No, wait. What? Huh? I don't want to piss my. What?
It's either you piss yourself or we piss on you. Your choice.
At
I
this
think I'll
point,
piss
I take
myself.
I take the stock of my shotgun and just like bash it into his face.
He like his head snaps back and he falls backwards, and sure enough, about 30 seconds later, you see a dark spot on his underwear. You happy now, Ian? You happy now?
Great.
Yeah,
The
he's
story is
truly-
complete. He got
he's
pissed
drunk
drunk,
now.
piss
He's drunk.
drunk,
Huh.
and then passed
Yeah.
out in an alley.
With a bruise on his face. That was from hitting the ground in the alley.
Yeah, he fell. He fell in the alley. Knocked out. Cold.
This makes
Airtight
perfect sense
alibi.
to me. Airtight.
Airtight.
Yeah.
All right, Virgil, you want to
Well,
get him
let's-
over there and we head to the next guy, or do you think you need help?
Yeah, I got this.
Turns out he was a Mormon and he
And,
didn't drink, so the story is.
I go strip a sheet off of.
Hey, I have his personnel
the
file.
bed.
I can look through that. Is he a Mormon?
No, he's not a Mormon.
Is he a teetotaler?
No. Not well. That the personnel file wouldn't say that.
I mean, I figure if he frequented any bars in the area, they might know about that. So if he doesn't, then maybe does he go to any bar?
Yeah, he goes to bars occasionally.
Okay, then it's plausible. Maybe he had a rough day. He got drunker than he should have, and bad things happen.
Wunderbar.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Wicked. You said you grabbed a sheet.
Yeah, I grabbed a sheet and wrap them up in it.
Mm.
And how can I make this look a little less suspicious here?
Put on your med tech
Not
uniform.
much, man. I don't know.
We give him the old
Yeah.
weekend at
Yeah.
Bernie's.
Oh, okay. I pull out my med tech badge that I
Mhm.
got tucked in a pocket, slap it on my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna walk this guy down the freaking hallway.
All right.
I'm sure this happens a
I got
lot.
him
And
slung-
I'm sure
I
this
got him
happens a
slung-
lot in this kind of place.
I got him slung up over my shoulder, and I'm just like headed to the elevator.
You know what? Similar to the
That
ladder
works, that
principle,
works.
it works.
Just pretend you belong, and no one will question you. All right.
Oh, another
so-
Scazdell
and I got
junkie.
and I got a clipboard in my hand.
Oh, the clipboard! It's so official.
That's
All right.
what sells it.
That'll sell it.
That's the seller for sure. All right, we got one guy left, Dr. Marcus Vale. This is our weapon designer. He's been known to be an enthusiast of weapons naturally, so we're gonna need to be on high alert for this one.
Mhm.
Maybe I could talk this guy out of it. I
Yeah,
want
I
to
think-
hold the weapons. This
Hon-
is mine, right?
Yeah,
Can we
I
kill this
think
guy?
so. And I think we might put you on point just because Solo, you might be best suited to dealing with a guy like this.
I know about close quarter combat.
Hey,
Yeah, CQC.
CQC. Yeah.
Ian, don't forget to use your roll, your ability points
Oh, okay.
for the solo
Combat
role thing.
awareness.
Yeah, your combat awareness.
I used them for precision attack.
Okay.
He's
I
gonna
gotcha.
shoot.
I was just making sure you didn't forget to use them.
Oh no, yeah. I think I can change them at any point,
You-
right?
Can. It's pretty cool.
Anytime
Yeah,
combat starts and anytime out of combat, it's so fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Right. Oh god.
Anyhoozle, to floor 700. No, to the the fourth floor, of
700.
the residential area, which is and you guys's target is apartment number 1610.
10, eh? All right. Well, as we're walking down the hall, I guess I'll do like a cursory glance at his personnel file, try and refresh my knowledge about this guy, and see if I can dig up anything that might be useful to get into his apartment.
Yep. Let me pull him up.
We
Who's
gotta
that?
figure out what type of prostitute we gotta impersonate this time.
Yeah. Which Ponzi scheme do we try and pull? Will the debate team angle work again? Or
All right.
I really like the
Yeah.
debate team angle.
We've done religion, we've done philosophy.
We've
Now it's
tackled-
just sex.
Mhm. Yeah, this guy might be in need of a prostitute. But thing is, do we know if he's gay? That would be on his file, I bet. Does this guy need a male gigolo?
One sec. His file says that he is ambitious, loud, and slightly
Bigelow.
paranoid. He is always
Mhm.
pitching the next battlefield revolution. Will fight if cornered.
Let's not get him in a corner then. Leave him in the center of the room.
Apparently,
Put baby in a
he,
corner.
he is a veteran of the Corporal Wars, and in an interview about it, he said he only did it for his resume.
Yeah. It's tough to get a job out of college nowadays.
Yeah. Then you go to the
What
military.
What if we pretend to be like refugees or something?
Refugee. What do you think he's gonna shoot us?
Like I don't know. this is a paranoid guy. But if we make out like somebody's following us or something, and
Take an
then we
interest
just
in
like
us.
kind of bang on the door, like let us in, please. They're about to get us. He might
Oh, no.
he might
If
just
he's
for the heck of
paranoid,
it
he would not be wanting that.
let us in.
Yeah, the
But
paranoia
but
really
he's
is
also a gun
problem.
enthusiast, so he might
He's
be just
guarded.
paranoid enough
What if we were gun
to
salesmen?
try to get interested.
Gun salesman.
That's a better angle.
I know
Yeah,
about weapons.
I figure it'll probably be. We gotta stoke his curiosity a bit. He'll probably think whatever he's got is better than whatever we sell, but that'll at least get him to open the door, probably.
We can always talk
Maybe.
about the gun show that happens in Florida.
That Floridian gun show, man.
We have at
Crazy
least 2
shit.
tickets, and he might have just won.
Might be across the country, but he'll get there, I'm sure.
As long as he can answer these 3
We'll
questions.
fly for a gun show.
Like a radio show to win these
Yeah.
tickets.
Can you sign this petition for open carry?
Yes.
Now that. Problem is, Night,
Oh, I
Night
like
City
that. I
already
like
has.
that.
Night City already has way too liberal of open carry laws, but maybe there's something. Maybe there's some non-street legal attachment we can try and get on the ballot.
Yeah, we're in favor of private tanks.
Yeah,
I mean,
private
Have a
rocket
forward
launchers
grip,
and
You
shit.
could sell him.
We have plenty of that back at Shadow Moses Island.
Is that where you come from? I thought you did like a mission there.
Mission in a sense, but not like that way.
Oh, yeah, that kind of mission, a religious mission.
Yeah. Guns are part of my religion.
I get that. Tech's part of my religion.
Already, Mando.
Let's just go to this guy's door already. We'll figure it out as we go. This is where you hit quick save.
Quick save and see the next option.
All right, do you guys go up and knock on the door?
I think I like the idea of letting you lead. You're the gun expert.
Oh God.
And you're back on the team after a little absence. I figured I'd let you shine for a bit.
We'll see if I can knock the dust off.
Stand by holding my my tuxedo T-shirt like I'm holding my collar.
Yeah, I stand like out of view, so if he looks through like a peephole, he shouldn't be able to see me.
There is no answer to the door, but I need everyone to roll me perception.
Yeah.
What's he doing back there? What's he doing?
I
That's
got
an
a
18.
15.
Okay, 18, 15.
Hold up, I gotta find perception.
1815, good year.
Back in my day, that was right after the year of 1812. Man, tough time.
Wicked, did you roll?
Oh, I figured I'm probably still dumping a body in the street.
Oh yeah, yeah, that.
Yeah,
makes
because we did move on without him. He
Yeah.
I got
knows
a
the location.
13.
Yeah,
13.
just drop me a pin in the group chat when you get there.
Yeah, with an 18, Hugo, you're like up against the wall, right? Like,
Ear to the wall, yeah.
You watch as a cockroach crawls out from underneath his door. However, upon closer inspection, the cockroach is silver, and what should be a head is in fact a camera. Hello? Wait, what happened? Did my Discord crashed? Crap. Sorry guys, give me a minute. My Discord crashed apparently. Yeah. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, so what I was saying is that it as it crawls out, you can see that it is silver, and it does in fact have a camera where its head should be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, we lost you and Anson. Again. No, you're good. Well, let's just keep moving. Once we're out of this, I'll try and fix it during downtime. Oh, wait. Discord also is not picking up you guys' audio. No, it's not picking up Discord's audio. One second, let me. Oh, that's why, because it's still on the friends, not on stream time since I rejoined from there.
It's not doing it.
Alright, there we go, it's fixed. Alright, so
We sure?
sorry about that, guys. What would the dice room be without technical difficulties? You could put that on a t-shirt.
We've been talking about that t-shirt for years.
That's a callback.
Anywho, it's very clearly a bug. Davis, what do you do?
I look down at it and I wave.
Would anyone else like to do anything?
I would like to just look down at the bug, look at Hugo, and just go, it's a shame. I guess he never gets to learn about the new tech we have. But I guess we don't need him as an arms dealer in this part of the town. It's fine. We'll get someone better. And then I'm gonna start like
plenty of
turning to
people.
walk away.
Plenty of people willing to deal with stuff like this. Plenty of people would love to get their hands on what we've got. We'll take our business elsewhere.
Yeah, the door doesn't open.
Please open the door. He's too smart.
As I'm walking away, I'd like to step directly on the cockroach camera.
Ooh, that's gonna piss him off.
Oh no! Don't do that.
My expensive cockroach, dude.
I would.
If he
I would
steps
like.
on it as a bonjour petit insecte.
I would like all of you to roll me initiative.
Oh shit! Oh, okay, we're in combat.
Finally, combat. We actually needed this.
Where's
This is the best way this could have
Yeah.
gone.
And
as
initiative is we go to combat and we can just roll the D10 by itself, or
D10 plus your
there it is,
reflex.
yeah.
If you go to like the combat thing, it'll initiative's one of the little like preset buttons you can roll.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
2 seconds after you step
That's
on the
a 10.
cockroach, a security turret comes down from the ceiling.
In the hallway? This guy's got
the
hallway security
hallway.
turrets?
also, is it possible to roll a 1 for
Yeah.
initiative?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes. Did you do
Even
it?
with even with a +8 reflexes, I got a 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
because I think if
still-
you roll a 1 on any check, you then roll another dice and subtract the second dice from your total. So that's how I got a -1 on a
Yeah.
resist, torture, and drugs check last time. Yeah. So I got an 11.
You got an 11. Okay.
I just want one campaign.
You have
Shit.
good dice.
I just want one campaign where my average roll is 4. Like,
Dude, the
Next
dice in
game
this are
system
so
is
funny.
a fudge dice.
No,
it
for
doesn't
real.
even matter what. Like, if I'm in Cyberpunk, if I'm in D&D, whatever is my dice rolls are always low. I'm gonna go last. That's for sure.
Okay.
You're holding your move for a tactical awareness.
Yeah.
All right. So, Davis, what did you get?
An 11.
All right. Anson.
You got a 10.
10?
He put it in
got
the
a
text
10.
chat.
Okay, gotcha. Kinder, comma Wicked.
Have I made it there?
He's not here.
Oh right, yeah, you're still not here. God. All right, and then what did you
I'm
get
getting-
after
I'm-
subtracting your second roll?
-7.
Negative.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we got an 8.
Oh, at least it's only initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wait till I get an attack. You'll see if you haven't seen it yet.
You'll
man.
see what his dice are capable of.
All right.
Kept you waiting, huh?
No, you really are keeping us waiting with your fucking turn over there.
All right, so the order is Davis, Anson, Turret, Snake.
Long pause, Snake.
Bum, 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 bum,
I'd
bum,
like
bum,
to
bum,
I'd like to retreat to like a corner ideally. I don't know what the layout of this
Yeah,
hall is, like
there's
how
a,
far of a nearest corner would be.
There's a bench about 5 feet away that you could conceivably hide behind for cover.
Okay, I'm gonna retreat to there, and then I guess I'm gonna try and take some shots on this thing.
All right.
So let's see here. I've got my heavy pistol in hand. I haven't ever actually shot anyone with
You're
it.
shooting a gun with a gun?
Yep, I'm shooting a gun with a gun.
America.
Oh wait, I have to like push things to load it first. I assume I would have loaded my gun
Yeah,
in
yeah,
role
yeah.
play,
You
but I have to load it on the
yeah.
website.
No, it's really
Um,
fun. I was like, at first I was like, why is none of my attacks like showing as possible? And I was like, oh, I have to load the weapons to show my guns as.
No,
active.
I bought ammo. Why does it say I have no ammo available? Where do I have to go to? Why are they making this hard? I know I have
Go to-
ammo.
Go to your inventory and buy ammo.
Gotta go to
in
your
the store.
inventory.
I could have swore I bought ammo at some point. This is weird. All right, let me just buy some
Oh,
ammo
shit.
then.
Never mind.
Bop, 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 bop. Ammo.
Sorry.
Oh, he said never mind.
Is the
So-
turret going first?
You rolled an 18, yeah?
What
did
a
you ro-
perception check, yes.
What did you roll on initiative again?
11.
11. So turns out the combat number for an automated turret is 14. So it's gonna go
Ah,
first. while
all
you
right.
figure
Yep.
this out.
Okay,
So,
I've got. Don't worry, I found my
scratch.
ammo. I can load my gun now.
So
Okay.
now
It's
we're gonna
loaded.
do scene 2, act 2. I step on bug, we turn, turret falls down and starts blasting.
Ka-chunk! Look for. Who's it shoot then?
it shoots
We know it. Just
my
say
good
it.
boy Snake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He stepped on the bug.
I did step on the bug. Like it makes sense.
Oh, what's that? Dude, okay. So it's got the stats, like what it's got, like, and so it's either got an assault rifle with 25 basic bullets, a flamethrower with 4 incendiary shotgun shells, a dart gun with 8 poison arrows, a very heavy pistol with 8 armor-piercing bullets, a heavy SMG with 40 basic bullets. That's great. It doesn't like have the stats for any of those anywhere nearby.
Like they all actually heal me for 5.
And I guess, yeah, I
I
guess
know.
just pick one, and once you know which one
Yeah.
it has, then
No,
you can just Google the weapon stats.
That's what I'm about to do now.
Just don't give it the flamethrower. I feel like you'd set
No,
your whole
no,
building
no,
on
yeah.
fire.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to do. Any
Oh,
Bullets
yeah?
is all that would be allowed.
any hoozles.
Aftermarket flamethrower attachment for your hallway security
It's
turret.
literally just like Axe body spray and a lighter.
Jerry rigged turret.
Real jank.
That's funny. All right. So
You can see a hand pressing down on the axe.
My automated turret. Isn't that your hand? No.
He pays a junkie to sit up in the ceiling and push the axe body spray.
Believe it or not, that job's worth 10 eddies an hour.
Not bad. Not bad.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Certainly beats minimum wage.
Sorry, it doesn't
All
give
fun and
me-
games till one of us gets
Yeah.
shot.
Okay.
This death scene's gonna be great.
Automated turret.
If someone dies in our first combat, I'm gonna be really sad.
Well,
We
just
said.
you wait.
While
It's
Chaps
gonna
is
be me.
googling, we need to discuss
Combat
what,
strategy.
what is the minimum wage.
Table
you know?
talk. I don't know.
I
the
bet.
minimum wage.
Look,
It's like
Night City
7
is
eddies.
run by the corpse. I bet they don't have a minimum wage.
I bet their
I
minimum
think
wage is not to be
everybody's on
killed.
tip wage. It's just 213 everywhere.
Okay. Perception. Okay, got it.
Oh, do you got it?
You might have it, guys, and that's worrisome. Fun and games is over. No more talking about minimum wage. Instead, talking about getting a casket for our funerals.
Sure. Minimum
So,
wage exists. Let's talk about
on its-
maximum wage.
On its first attack, it rolled a 10. Does that hit? Wait, no.
And I'm going off of shield, helmet.
You simulate,
body.
compare it to the stopping power of your armor
Sorry,
or something.
a 16. Yeah.
Ah!
You
that's gonna hit.
you
Woof.
compare it to the stopping power of your armor, and if it goes over, then I roll damage. Right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I assume it was just like a
so.
body shot.
Yeah.
Headshots, you die. Next
I was
character.
gonna say headshots will be death instantly.
All right. So
Virgil
Uh,
shows up and
it
it's
rolled-
immediately back to work.
it rolled 2
Literally.
damage.
Okay, I'll take the 2 damage.
Yeah.
Warning shot
That's
off
not
the
bad.
bow.
Yeah. Its second attack is a 17.
Believe it or not, that one misses.
Just hosing you down.
There. And it rolled 12 damage.
Opposite extremes.
Actually,
I guess
wait,
that's about
wait.
the average.
That's a crit. So it adds
Oh!
it almost got a third 6. So a total of 17 damage on the second attack.
How much health do you have, Mr. Pliskin, Mr. Snake?
Iroquois Pliskin.
Iroquois Pliskin.
So that would be minus, because you said -2 at first, and then
Yeah.
-17.
Yeah, so a total
So we
of
have
19.
31 health currently. I had 50.
Okay, you're a bit of a chunky boy. You can
Yeah,
tank that
yeah,
without
yeah.
instantly dying.
Definitely got hit.
All right.
You got hit for sure.
Now it's Hugo's turn.
Okay, then I'm gonna do the retreat to the bench angle, and I'm gonna take 2 shots with my heavy pistol.
Mhm.
So here's the first one. That's a 20 to hit.
Okay. That will. It should hit. I don't see why it wouldn't. But I'm gonna double
Pretty good
check.
number.
It is. It does hit.
All right, so we'll roll up some damage. That's nice and around the average. That's 11 damage.
11 damage. All right.
Yes.
All right,
And
that
then I'll
is-
take a
that's
second
good.
shot because the heavy pistol can take 2 shots per
Mm-hmm.
attack. And this one's a 22 to hit, so it'll hit.
Yeah.
And then damage, that'll be 10 for a total of 21 damage.
Great. Yeah. That does some heavy damage to it. You can see that, like, just they tear through it on 2 sides. Wires sort of come out and they're sparking.
Okay.
Jun,
We could do more of that. We might be able to kill this thing before it gets another turn.
it is your turn, Jun.
Yes.
Oui. I am going to. I'm gonna speak in English. I am gonna pull out Damocles.
No.
Damocles. Is that the name of your sword?
I'm gonna go grab.
Damocles is the name of my sword. Yes.
I'm gonna go grab my sandwich from the fridge. If it's not dead by the time I get back, you're all fired.
Don't worry, guys. He doesn't have that power. I do though. So if
Yeah,
it's not dead by the time he
I'm
gets
gonna-
back, you're all fired.
Fire. It's a
Oh
good sound.
crap. So I'm gonna grab Damocles and I'm going to chop at like the wiring of this thing.
Yeah.
Like try to get under it and then slash its connection point. So
So
do I
you're
roll like
taking-
an attack or an aimed attack?
So you're doing an aimed attack. It says cool.
Yes. Okay. That is going to be a 10.
A 10. A 10 will not do it. You.
Because I rolled a 6, plus 6 dexterity, plus 6 melee weapon, and then minus 8 for the aimed shot.
Yeah. So you're aiming for the connection point, yeah? You whiff it just barely, and instead of your sword of Damocles slicing cleanly through, it hits the armor and bounces off.
Kind of like hits my wrists pretty hard.
Yeah, it's like when you hit an
Just with the
aluminum
shock.
bat on something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just doesn't feel
It
good.
doesn't feel good at all. All right, Snake, it's your turn.
Right. Scene cut.
Scene.
Fine,
Oh yeah,
fine.
yeah. cut to Virgil, strolling down the
Get
street
your
with a
way.
body.
Yeah, I'm just strolling down the street with a body thrown over my shoulder. And oh look, shawarma. Cut back.
Cut back, Snake. It's your turn.
Ah.
Snake. How did
after-
your attacks with the fucking Durandal or whatever go?
Huh?
Well, how did the sword?
He missed.
It's
He
Damocles.
missed.
Yeah.
Boom!
No,
Um,
he hit it. It just didn't do anything.
I would like to run directly below the turret
Mm-hmm.
and aim up with my assault rifle.
Yo, wait, are you in the dead zone right now?
I think I might be, but we'll see next turn.
All right. Yeah.
Do I do aim shot?
No, you don't.
Don't do aim shot.
So I we'll do this in the next combat encounter. But go ahead and do your stuff because I just remembered this is not how we're supposed to run combat encounters. But we've done it this far,
Alright.
and I don't want to screw you
So
over.
how-
So keep going.
What do I need to do when I press assault rifle?
Okay, roll and add your shoulder arms.
Well, is it not just on the combat page?
What's that? I'm looking.
Yeah, there are like under the action
Oh,
thing for your weapon. It
yeah.
usually does it.
Yeah, so I could like.
So
I could do-
attack.
Okay, just attack.
Yeah.
So there I got 25.
Cool. I rolled a 34 on your sheet. 25 will
Lucky
hit.
man.
25 will hit. Roll damage.
22.
22 damage. Yeah.
Whoa.
You like how? Okay.
You know how in episode 3, where there's that one clone trooper who hops on top of the crab droid and then shoots it down? That's what I'm doing, but inverted from below it.
Okay.
So you like
I rock with it.
you jump, like grab onto it, and then just like barrel stuff it and pull.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah. It dies.
Yeah. The pretty normal stuff here. As I'm currently bleeding from the times it shot me.
Pretty
Eat some
normal stuff.
rations.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Tasty.
Sure.
Be a snake eater.
That is not
Solid Snake.
All right. The we will now exit initiative. The turret is dead, and the door is able to be kicked down. Should you so choose to?
What if we knock again and just like let's try this
I was
again?
actually gonna say let's knock again.
I was gonna kick down the door.
You can if he
That's
doesn't
the
answer.
next step. That's the next step.
He doesn't. There's no answer again. But Anson, you have like cybernetic audio suite, yeah?
Yeah.
You hear the sound of a hammer being pulled back on the other side of the door.
Oh man.
He's gonna do the eye hole shot or whatever.
I silently like motion everybody to like get to the side. Like don't stand directly in front of the door.
A shotgun blast. As you say that, a shotgun blasts a hole directly in the center of the door. I won't let you Arasaka
hit?
ninjas take me. I'll kill myself before I let you take me. Actually, in
we
game.
look like fucking
In
Sokka to
game.
you, dumbass.
I don't know. They got ninjas everywhere, I swear.
Yeah, ninjas. Do we look like fucking ninjas? We're trying to sell you a gun, man, and clearly
Monsieur,
our
I
guns are
hate
pretty
Sokka
good.
as much as you do.
He's gonna roll
Yeah,
human
Sokka's
perception.
a bunch of fucking scumbags.
Guys, what if we just let him kill himself? Wouldn't that solve the issue?
Trauma team would show up, and it would
No,
be
it
a
wouldn't.
suicide, so we could swipe his jacket and his card, and maybe we get on our way. Hopefully Militech doesn't get
But
alerted to his death too
they would
quickly.
offboard him.
Yeah, they'd offboard his ass. We have to like do our heist instantly, so they might not have time to do the offboarding process. So now we have to like talk this guy down from killing himself.
Roll persuasion.
We gotta just prove that we're not Sokka.
Okay.
Can we all get? Can we just give him?
no. Davis was the one talking.
Can't even advantage. If he used that, he's gotta believe us.
Yeah. No Sokka ninja would burp in his face.
Not
Yeah,
at,
that's
not
a.
a time
Ooh,
like
okay.
this.
Hot dice. That's an 18.
Must be nice to have
Yeah,
hot dice.
Let's
huh?
go.
You're not with Sokka?
Of course not. You think Sokka would hire a bunch of jokers like us? All their guys are dressed in that cool black and red look. We're a bunch of bums. We're peddling. We're peddling goods. We're honest salesmen. Now, you want to talk business? I know you clearly are an aficionado of firearms, and we have some product that might interest you.
How do I know you're not just some gang goons trying to rob me?
Gangoons would have run the second they saw that turret. We're persistent salesmen because we like repeat customers. Hell, if you buy something, I'll comp that turret and its repairs as a show of good faith.
The amount of times we've had to comp turrets as a team,
Yeah,
pretty exponential.
turrets are eating into our profit margins a bit, but
And it's
you gotta
us.
do what you gotta do.
All right, fine. Fine, you can come in, but you make one move. One move I don't like it, I'll blast you.
That's a deal, sir. That's a deal.
All right, and the door like slides open with some difficulty because the glass sort of like
I'd assume it ruined the hinges a bit.
yeah. It bent the metal out of shape as it. But yeah, there we go. You guys can now come in. You see that he is an older man around his 40s, with a scruffy, not beard. It's like the weird in between of scruff and beard, and long hair
Scraggle.
pulled back in a man bun.
Greasy man bun.
Yeah, a greasy man bun.
Clean cut.
Did our friend join back up with us yet?
Virgil, cut to Virgil.
At this point,
I was like, we need to
this
cut
He's
him.
at like a shawarma stand. Like,
yeah, at this point, I'm sitting there with a body over one arm, shawarma, munching, and I get to the alley.
Doesn't even dispose of the body. Just
I get to
Oh,
the
God,
alley,
just
and
has it.
he knows
And I
you can
look at-
handle it, and he's right.
And while people are walking around me, I look down at my wrist agent. I'm like, damn it, insurance expired, and I just chunk them over in the alley. and I was like, I just turn around and start walking back.
Well done.
Cut back to. Yeah, you guys are welcome in. He's like, sorry about that. Sorry about the turret. You guys can I get you a beer or something?
You got any bandages on hand? My friend here took a shot. From
Oh yeah. He pulls out like an old field combat medic case and sets it on the table. It's very clear that it has not been opened since at least the 2010s.
Hugo will cast a glance
Nice.
at it and just to make some
Prepper.
small talk. Be like, so did you serve?
Yeah.
Corporate
yeah.
war?
Yeah.
My old man served too. Ugly
So
out
did
there.
mine.
Ugly, ugly.
I was one of the Banshee pilots.
Ah, a brave man, I see.
Yeah.
My father also served.
So
Yeah.
who wants to try and disarm this guy or get him down or something so he can take his stuff? How do we do this? This guy makes me genuinely
I
scared.
forgot we're not on this
He's
guy's
so-
like team anymore.
He's so nervy. No, really, I want to be friends with this dude. No,
Is
I-
this guy?
I
Is
kinda
this
wanna
guy
be
like?
friend.
Is this guy like on the level with Militech? Does he like what he does?
Well, I think we might have to pry for that information.
Yeah. He definitely.
How do we
likes
do that without
weapons.
revealing ourselves?
Like if we were to just like offer him a cut, would he just like be a silent? silent partner.
You want to get a spy in Militech, is what I'm hearing.
Look, I think the problem with that is the moment Militech finds out these IDs were used in a heist, everyone related to them is fucked.
Dead immediately.
Including that dude who we had like a very pleasant conversation with and tied up in his closet. That guy's fucked. Unless he knows how to unless he knows the disappearer guy from Breaking Bad, he's dead.
Oh, he's gone. He's.
They're all getting like
a good point.
CIA in the 60s interrogated at the very least. At most, they are
Yeah.
dead.
Like their brains are getting
Yeah, I
ripped
sure
apart.
hope
If
they're
they're lucky.
updating. They dang well better be updating their jacked in profile.
Seriously.
Jacked-in profile.
Jacked-in
God.
profile is great. This guy is so twitchy.
New cannon.
New headcanon.
Okay. We need to get him to like have his back to one of us at some point, and then that person just sticks a gun straight in his spine, and we get him to surrender somehow.
Good luck.
So
He'll just turn and pull.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
there's not
that's-
much stopping him from wanting to just kill us.
how do we? Get
Or
he probably has a bunch of
in a-
concealed guns on him too.
in a
Yeah.
worst case scenario, turn and pull.
Yeah, a turn and pull would be a bad scenario. We're all just standing in his apartment awkwardly right now, like.
What's this guy's cyberware situation looking like?
Roll me perception.
Like, okay.
While he's rolling,
I'm
perception
just
for that,
thinking instead of gun, we go for like just like choke him out, like just knock him out that way.
I think this one's gonna have to be a quick hit because I think trauma team, if he has coverage, which this guy might not, he's such a weirdo. Will need to be in and out quick. But this is the last guy I think we can afford to have trauma team show up potentially.
Yeah.
Also, what does his room?
Yeah,
look
I got
like?
a 14 on perception.
14 on perception. All right. I will give you pick two numbers between 1 and 4.
Say the barriers one more time.
1 and 4.
We'll go 2 and 3.
Solid pick, baby. Solid
You can
pick.
see that he has a neural processor as well as a tool hand, which includes a micro torque driver, a welding tip, soldering pin, and arc probe.
I'm sure he could use it as a weapon somehow.
Okay, but
I was like, he could use all that as weapons.
You
So-
do also
to
watch.
my knowledge, he does not have like.
Implanted gun or
No,
something.
no. You do watch as he like sets the shotgun
I'm
down.
more looking for like.
He sets the shotgun down and pulls a pistol from his hip as he sits down and like just rests it between his legs as he like leans forward.
Is that the pistol you served with?
Okay.
No. This is a personal project.
Personal
Mhm.
project. What's the firepower in that thing, huh?
You don't want to know.
I literally just asked.
Actually, so we do want to know. We happen to be traveling salesmen, and if your specs are interesting enough, we might have a deal for you where you could sell it to us, and then your gun could go on to arm the nations, as it were.
Yeah,
And if
we're
there's
only
one
gonna
thing
be.
that- yeah, there's one thing you need to know. He's French. They always have a revolution.
Yeah,
They
we're
always
only
need
gonna
more
be-
weapons.
We're only gonna be an NC for a bit, so your design,
Wait.
if we happen to buy the design from you, you could keep the original pistol, of course, and any knowledge of you selling it to us would be gone because we wouldn't be selling it here.
A
be
battlefield
back in the East Side.
revolution. That's what you guys are talking about. Yeah. Watch this. So he does not. He's still got it like hanging in between his legs, like from his hand. Watch this. See that target on the wall? And he like looks over at a target. He pulls the trigger without aiming, and the bullet flies straight to the target.
Ooh. Was that a smart gun?
Oh.
Yeah. Calibrated to my optics.
Huh. So you
That's impressive.
you one of the only guys in the world with calibration that good? I figure most smart guns you have to at least sort of get it vaguely in the right direction.
Oh yeah. This is a battlefield revolution right here. This is
Okay.
gonna change the tide of war.
You can put anybody on the battlefield with one of those.
Would you like to help us make this more commonly available so we can take down other teams?
Team. The
How
bad
much?
guys.
How much you boys
bad.
paying?
How much are you currently getting paid with your Eddie situation? We can triple it.
5,000. 5,000 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we can triple that.
What if I'm actually paying him? So
Yeah, I was like, fuck it.
All right.
well, name a number.
Yeah, well,
I like the sound of that. But you just know you screw me over. He pulls the trigger again, and a bullet whizzes past, and there's a line cut in David's hair.
Oh my god, that's cool. This guy's scary.
Oh, that's sick.
How do we deal with this guy?
Our
Dude,
viewer is on an
this-
ad at the moment.
No.
Crud.
We'll take our time.
Yeah,
We'll
take our time
take
saying
our
the
time
cool stuff.
thinking about it.
okay. Honestly, though, I'm trying to think here, and all I can think of is that
We
we're
need to
gonna
get him
have
to put it down.
Separate the gun, yeah. Or do optics work as if he was blindfolded or we covered his eyes, he could not shoot the smart gun?
Yeah, technically you'd have to start actually blind firing. Then he could still shoot, but the bullets would have
The bullet would not have any like.
any trajectory
It just
info. So
comes
I
back
think it would
around and
probably
hits the blindfold.
that would be cool. No, that would be so cool.
So like
I feel like
that's like.
that's a
like
cool idea.
It's
So we
tell you
have
what,
someone walk up behind him and cover
Or
his eyes.
we could have him. Wait, we could have him jack in to like download the code or whatever to transfer the code, and then his physical
Trade a
form
person.
would be pretty
And then
much useless, right?
use the rogue AI.
But I just like, oh yeah, download it onto this.
Oh my
onto this
gosh, we
chip,
put
and I
the
insert
rogue AI in the
sliver into
gun.
his head. Dude, that would make him so paranoid.
Oh god, that's scary.
I just don't know if he would. I just don't know if he would take a
I don't know if
sliver
he'd
and put it
fall
into
for it.
any of his possessions. He's too
I don't think he'd-
paranoid.
You can roll.
We have to
human
persuade him.
Tell you what,
Well-
you can roll human perception, and I will.
We need him to
tell
put
you,
the specs.
I will tell you what
Like
you
the-
will have to beat, as like
Okay.
a persuasion check.
All right. Well, we'll go for that. We'll
Well,
try.
like we
and
need to.
get
We
a
need
read on
him to. We need him to willingly go into cyberspace so that he does not have control of the gun.
Which is gonna be really easy.
I got a 14 on human perception.
14 on human perception. All right, you can tell that you're gonna have to beat a 17.
17 on persuasion. What are your odds of doing that, Anson?
I was about to say, like, let's briefly meta game here. My persuasion, I think my persuasion is probably the highest out of the party.
Definitely.
Yes,
it's-
100%.
I've got a D10 plus 12.
Odds are. It's like a 50-50
Odds are
chance.
good,
then.
man.
Yeah, five up. It's a little better
the only
than a
thing
coin
that'll
flip.
the thing that'll really screw you is if you get like a 1. But I mean, at that point, you wouldn't make it anyways.
I mean, at
Yeah.
that point, you're basically like.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to go in on this? This might be our best bet. If I just pull out the sliver with the AI and have you either convince him to put it in the gun or in his head, and we can download the schematics from that.
So we're
Download or destroy him.
so
Either
we're
way.
so I'm convincing him to like jack in somewhere to download, like to create a shard for us to take.
Practically.
Yes. I'm wondering if I hand him the shard with the rogue AI on it and tell him to download it onto that, and then when he puts it in, the rogue AI might just hopefully the rogue AI will fucking either disorient the shit out of him and then we can take him out, or it might just kill him.
Or the rogue AI might kill us. Now that it has.
Can you?
What if it possesses his body,
Can you
dude?
put
I
the
was
rogue?
just say, I think it could possess the body.
That'd be so cool.
Can you put the rogue AI in yourself first and say, hey, like, and talk to it privately and be like, hey, I'm about to give you a full body. Don't screw us over. We just need his clothes.
Okay, I'll like exit the apartment and put it in my agent and talk to it for a second. I don't want to put it in my head yet.
Will that guy be
Okay.
paranoid seeing that happen?
A
Okay,
smaller
so-
space. Very
so
nice.
Look, this is temporary, very temporary.
I say to the guy,
I think they're having a conversation right now. Hold up.
Yeah. Good.
Well, I figure this is almost a table
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
So I walk
Oh,
out,
okay.
and then I actually before I walk out, I say, all right, before we can finalize a deal, I gotta briefly step out and have a chat with our higher.
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'll
You're
just give him
good.
a-
You're good. I get it. Higher ups are stupid.
Yeah, real pain in the ass, I know.
Yeah.
So I step out of the apartment and I slot the sliver with the rogue AI into my agent, and as soon as before he can even yab at me, I go, okay. I know this is not a very good place to be, but I've got a very good opportunity for you. What's better than being in a computer, being in a person? You can do things then. You have a body. You can do whatever the hell you want.
I'm listening.
There's a guy in here. We're gonna try and convince him to chip you. And if he chips you, could you, like, take over him?
I can try.
Okay, well, trying should be good enough. I think my one worry is if something goes wrong and we end up having to take him out, damaging the chip with you in it. Because that could irreparably damage you.
Would you like me to run the numbers?
Sure, yeah.
There's
Ding,
a brief
pop-up
pause.
notification. Where are you guys?
we're currently at the apartment number listed here on the. Come join us. We already took down the defenses. He's interested in this.
Yeah, no, this is a cool character moment for for everyone involved.
There's a 75% probability of him living, even if the chip gets damaged. Probably a 50% chance of me living if the chip gets damaged.
I'm a lot more worried about you than this guy. You're a much more valuable asset than this paranoid freak bag.
How touching.
Look, I'm not gonna act like I'm compassionate towards you. You and I have ways to mutually benefit each other. This guy's a weird. But what are your thoughts? Would you want to go for this, or would you rather a safer
I
bet?
say go for it.
All right. If I've got your go ahead, then it's your artificial life on the line. All right. I walk back in. I say, I've got the go ahead from the big man upstairs. All we got to do is chip this into either your head or your gun. Ideally your head, because it'll get the data faster through there, and it'll download the schematics of your smart pistol, and then we'll get you your cut, and we'll be on our way. And
Yeah,
of course, there is
so
a 10%
I
royalty
addressed
on
him-
all future sales.
Yeah, of course. All right. Who's...
I say, Monsieur, you would be, how you say, foolish to decline this opportunity.
All right, roll me persuasion, Anson.
Our business only comes into town once every 25 years, man.
That's an 18, baby.
There we go.
Oh, he's gonna
That's
do it.
what I'm talking about.
He's gonna-
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
And
no!
he grabs it and without a second thought, slots it in. And you see that, like, there's a moment of, like, the blue flash over his eyes. And then, you know how, like, in the Matrix with the falling numbers?
Yep.
Red lines begin to fall over his eyes. Wait, what? What the? And
Started to.
he like falls to the ground, grasping at his chest and his head, and then nothing.
All right, get his card in his jacket.
I'm
Shoot,
immediately stealing that stuff from him.
He
can I
slowly
eject the
sits up.
Chip from him? Oh,
Okay.
there he is. Is
Thank
that
you.
what's your name anyway? What do we call you now that you're a person?
The name.
Do we get to name him?
I never had a name.
Huh. Well, I figure it's only right for you to christen yourself. Do you have any preference for what you be called? A name is a powerful thing, you know.
I shall think on it. Next time we
Okay.
meet, I will have a name. And he
Good.
like slowly gets up. You need the badge and jacket, don't you?
Yes, those will be required for the little heist we plan to pull.
Here you go.
This guy is so scary. This AI might be scarier than the paranoid gun nut. We may have made a horrible mistake, but we'll figure it out in due time.
Nameless AI, or soon to be
Yes.
named AI. Is he still in there with you?
He's away right now. But he's still here.
I see. All we need you to do is lay low. Stay in this building for the next 2 days. Remember, you have to eat food and drink water to keep alive.
I'm sure he knows that. He's not dumb.
Of course.
Well, you never know.
I shall sustain this body. Maybe even a few, and he looks down at his hand. Upgrades.
I mean, if
forward
we
to
have the
hearing from
body
you
of
all
one of their
again.
actual employees, we could bring him on the heist with us.
Well, then I would need a badge still.
I mean, we could try and find a second guy who maybe matches your profile a bit, but it might have to be a bit more of a thorough disguise for you.
This is Chaps the DM. This is giving me a lot of cool ideas. I need you guys to just keep moving forward with the plan as planned.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
I don't railroad often, but I'm gonna need this one, please.
That's a-okay. That's a-okay. You've given us a lot of interesting opportunities so far, so it's only fair that we have to play by some level of rules to prevent it from running into chaos. Okay,
Certain number.
so you can stay here, get used to having a Ganic body, entertain yourself as best as you can. I'd recommend jerking off. It's pretty fun.
All right, at this point,
Why
I'm
would you
knocking.
say
I'm
that?
knocking on the door.
He's never had a body before, man. Do you know what that's like?
God. Wait, come on
Hey,
in.
hey,
Is that
Virgil,
a-
welcome in.
That's
This is our friend.
This is,
For now, I'm just gonna call him Al. This is Al, the AI I downloaded. He's currently possessing that guy's body.
Don't worry about it too much.
Okay, so we got what we need.
Yes, we got
What we need.
we got the card, we
Yeah.
got the jacket, and we are ready to roll.
I got chicken shawarma.
Chicken, you brought some?
I mean,
For all of us?
it's.
Half
I think
eaten.
it's chicken.
Oh yeah, mystery meat. That's good enough.
I'll take what we can get at this point.
Yeah, I am kind of hungry. All right, let's exit this guy's apartment. Job
Yeah,
done.
100%.
Easy peasy.
Real quick, would anyone like to roll perception as they walk out?
Yeah,
I
because
don't know if I want to. I'm
I
kinda
want to roll
would-
perception. I want to roll perception on Al. I doubt it's human perception, but like, what
I
would
would
it be?
go.
Would it
I would
almost
go
be
with
like?
just straight perception for right
Okay.
now.
I mean, I'm definitely looking around since I just got here.
I got a 13.
13.
I got a 18.
Oh, big numbers. Perception. There it is. I got a 24.
You got a 24. All right. With a 24, because I don't think anyone's gonna get better than that.
I got an 18, so pretty close, but
Yeah.
not quite.
With a 24, Hugo, you look back as like you walk out and you see him jack into the dude's PC.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised.
The images flash across the PC. Did anyone here watch X-Men Apocalypse? I know a lot of
Years
people
ago.
didn't, but there's
I
a
wish I
there's
didn't, but that's okay.
yeah, there's a scene where Apocalypse puts his hand on a TV and it just starts flashing through stuff. And you know, Storm said, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Learning." So you watch as Al plugs into the PC and like just starts consuming information. And then he jacks out of breath. He's like, Phobos.
Is that your name? I'm in the doorway about to leave and I hear that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, just a reminder, since we have a mutually beneficial relationship, I know you're probably feeling on top of the world right now, but don't do anything rash, because you still have need of us. We're your fellow Ganics here to help you figure out how to live like a person. If you don't keep a low cover, someone's gonna zero you.
And stay away from the red rooms on the net.
Oh yeah. I'm sure you've seen some of that nasty shit on the net as an AI,
Well,
but
he knows that already.
Of course. And
all right, well, I'll leave you to it. And I close the door and exit.
like Ultron, kinda. Yeah, that's another good one. When Ultron first wakes up. Age of Ultron gets slept on. Anywho, yeah, you guys now have all 4 disguises for the heist.
God, I wonder how this went for the first group
Go.
that
It's
played.
planning time.
I really doubt they made an AI flesh puppet.
They they flipped a limousine in the middle of the highway.
They did it like the Edge Runner
Okay.
show, bro. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Granted, theirs was also
Yeah.
set in 2076. This is set in
Ah,
2035.
okay. Mm-hmm.
So
Back a bit to the time of the red.
yeah. Turns out it's a whole lot easier to balance encounters when you use the system in the setting it's designed for. Who knew?
Yeah, because like, did you have to like?
Who'da thunk?
They didn't have a Netrunner, but if they did, you would have had to try and work out quick hacks. But I think they made an Edge Runner supplement for Red that has quick hacks in it. which is
I think
interesting.
they did make, yeah. Anywho, yeah. So what now, guys? Do you do the heist or do you lay low?
I'd say we probably need a little bit of time to prepare.
Yeah,
Well,
got-
the day
one
is
of my-
still Sunday, so the next day is gonna be.
We
when
told
have to
Closet
strike.
Guy 48 hours, right?
Yes.
we got a little bit of time.
So the
though.
way I see it, we've got
We c-
24 hours to plan and then 24 hours to heist.
I mean,
Max.
we
Yeah.
could probably go visit a Cosmo shop, and we've seen these guys. We know what they look like now.
Yeah, we could get touched up a little bit to make our disguises more effective. And I gotta pop by a software store to get a new program. My shield got destroyed by that freaking samurai-looking black eyes.
I was about to say,
Oh yeah.
David, you need to see a Ripper, my guy.
Yeah, you got
I
gotta get some
am-
bullets
I got
taken out of you.
shot. I got shot a little bit, and I
little
assume that's
bit.
not.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean like.
I mean,
19
I can
damage.
I can patch you up, but if you got hardware damage,
No hardware damage, just
Mm-hmm.
flesh and bone.
all right. Let me see. Let me look at my med pack here. Well, let's get out of the building first.
Yeah.
Let's not hang out in the
Did I
hallway
ever
bleeding.
take the bandages that he gave me?
You never said that you did, but I mean, we can assume that you did.
I was like, he did offer them, so it kind of feels weird not to take them.
I'm sure it was like an unspoken bandaging as the other conversation
Yeah.
was happening.
As he was slowly being taken over.
I mean, I got a speed heal left, but I'm trying to save some of that in an emergency.
No,
So
you're
let me-
good. We can on our way before you plan for the mission.
So how much was that speed heal? I'll comp you the one you gave me earlier. I needed it.
That's okay. We've lifted up enough to cover it for right now, but I am going to need to get some supplies. See if I can make some more.
All right. It's a deal then. All right. What do you say we split up and meet back up at like a bar or something? We'll talk on the agent. We gotta do some separate stuff, I bet.
Make
Meet
that
back
work.
up at the afterlife.
Yep. So do we hand
Yeah.
out everybody's identities?
Yeah, we'll pass out our jackets and cards to their respective people. So, I mean, if you have some free time, I'll like copy
I
the
will
personnel
say-
information onto
I
3
will say,
slivers and pass them around. You can learn your role
remember-
a bit if you want.
Remember that the cards have GPS on them.
Yeah, we can't go anywhere too suspicious. Maybe where would we want to
So-
put them? Because currently they're not doing anything that suspicious, I guess, and they probably don't check the GPS all the time. They
Also
probably
shouldn't
would
all be
only.
together, should they?
I mean, they all live
mean-
around each other. It's not
I mean,
out
let's-
of the question
let's-
they can hang out.
Let's just
Yeah.
go to the local metro and stick it in some lockers for right now.
Will that be safe enough?
Yeah, I mean, those
They're
lockers can
only
be
going
checked.
to check the GPS location after the heist. Like they're gonna see like these people did the heist. We should look at what they've been doing for the past few days. So if we just put it at a neutral location, then they'll be like, oh, somebody did a heist on us. But if we like take it to one of our houses, then they'll say, okay, this guy.
We can
did a
follow this
heist on
data.
us."
Yeah. So don't
Yeah,
go
I gotta-
don't go anywhere that would
I mean,
reveal anything about your.
I gotta go back to my lab to synthesize.
Okay. One of us could hold on to your card. Maybe you stash your card. We don't want 2 cards on the same person. And if you're not going anywhere personal, I think you can keep your card. I figure my guy he works on cyberware. It's not out of the question for him to go to a store that sells programs.
Sense to me.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of be hanging out, walking around. Like I'm not going anywhere super specific or character.
I will be going
like,
to get those
control.
bullets out of me. Maybe patched up a little bit wherever the closest place is that makes sense.
Which, I mean, that guy seems like the kind of dude who would run into some, maybe he
A shadier
accidentally
place. Maybe
maybe he shoots
shoot
himself on
himself.
accident every now and
The
again.
smart bullet happens.
Yeah, it's, well, testing.
Looked in the
Um,
mirror.
Testing.
Ah, yeah.
That'll do it too.
Look, punch the mirror dramatically.
Stirs up. Manor Muppet starts playing.
Whoa.
So I'll hand over my ID. Is any one of y'all going to like a Cosmo shop? I just hand ID to one of y'all, and I'll go synthesize the med, and I'll meet you at the bar.
I don't think we should have two IDs on one person on the off chance they do. This is Militech we're talking about. They might have a more persistent
okay.
security team.
Tell you what. Evens or odds? Or heads or tails?
Evens.
Head. You were offering, right?
I knew you were gonna say something like that.
Okay. So, I now know if it's a persistent, a persistent watch, or if it is we only check it if something happens.
I don't like the tone in your voice. I think we want to be careful with these cards. Look, we have to pretend like it's a precision watch no matter what. We can't leave any traces. We have to be thorough. Hell, I'm practically in favor of just taking the cards back to the apartments and going to grab them right before we do the heist.
I'd be okay with that if necessary. Except for the one with
Yes,
the
I mean-
giant gaping hole in it.
I mean, I'm sure that guy's probably blown a hole in his door more times than he can count. He's a fucking nutbag.
True.
And I mean, he's the only one who could technically answer the door right now.
That makes sense. He lost his card, perhaps.
There's
Did y'all
also
leave that fancy ass gun up there with like?
It was connected to his neural interface. I wouldn't want to risk it.
With
It
the,
probably requires very precise tuning parameters to wire up to any like
yes,
cyber
But
eyes.
yes,
I'm
the
just-
AI
I'm just
controlling a
saying
human does have a
You
giant
just
gun that can
you just left the
auto-aim
rogue
now.
AI with an auto aim gun.
That's called trust.
That's
What
called-
is trust.
That's
With-
called
yeah,
friendship.
I don't
That's
think
called
I wanna
friendship
stash the
right
cards there. I don't have any intention.
Oh
of
no,
doing
I think
that.
we stash his card there. And look, currently he's about as placid as it gets. He seems. I don't think he's gonna turn and shoot you, Snake.
yeah. I will say okay. Two things. One.
Look, this is Chap's talking about. This is gonna
This
be a
is-
long
this
plot
is-
thread. He's not
this
gonna
is-
turn and shoot you.
This is me. One, you left a rogue AI with what is essentially Yondu's arrow.
Yeah.
And two, you could always leave. One of the guys literally said they host a monthly poker game.
Oh yeah, we just leave him in poker.
Oh, we
guys.
can just leave him as the poker game guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's just do that. Isn't he the one we left in his closet?
Yeah, you left him very loosely tied up in his closet, so it would look like he put up a fight.
Yeah, he was just chilling.
What a guy. We love him. All right, we'll go stash the cards on
Okay,
like
so
a
we
table.
can't, but we
in
can't
his-
tell him
in
that
his
we're
room.
leaving the cards there.
Yeah, we can't. Otherwise, he might get some smart ideas. Look, maybe we tighten his ropes a little bit. We don't want him getting away without our consent, because we have someone. You're gonna get like an escort to come to his place and with the door code and get in, right? That was the plan.
Yeah, that
Virgil?
was the plan.
Okay, that still works. Just we gotta make sure he doesn't get loose. I'm good with putting him on his table, though. I think that's our best bet.
All right.
And again, did we take any
For this-
idea given to us by our DM? He's evil. You know what he did to me last session?
Your
He zip
DM,
bombed me.
your DM also is looking out for the sake of time. And you guys are
Well,
currently
we're
in
not gonna start
decision
the heist this
paralysis.
session, right? Because we have 30 minutes
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So, what would you guys like to do with the badges?
I'm in favor of putting him on poker guys, just like on his table, and we leave him.
I can do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, poker guy's house for sure.
All right. You
All right.
guys go back up the elevator.
A little awkward, but
Walk in and leave the badges on poker guy's table. All right. Is there anything anyone would like to do? Because the last thing we have that I have prepped is the heist itself.
Yeah.
So, would anyone like to do anything? See any rippers? Go to therapy? Anything like that for
I definitely need to heal up, but that's
also
really it.
I kind of like Virgil's cosmetic idea. I feel like
I
looking
do-
a little
I-
be more like our alibis would help.
I'll
as
get
well.
a haircut and I'll go get healed up, but probably healing first.
Yeah. We'll meet back up with you when you're done.
All right.
I'm touching base with some of my medical resources and picking up some stuff so that I can manufacture I'm gonna say what we're meeting in 4 hours.
That seems
So-
I'd wager that's about how long we'd need to do all of our
All right.
personal business.
So that would enable me to do that and
Yeah.
get and manufacture a couple of additional med things for the heist.
Beautiful. So
I'm gonna get my my skin and hair tuned.
tuned. I like it.
I'm gonna go grab a new armor program from like a program vendor.
Okay. Bosk, please subtract 100 eddies for the service of the Ripper Dock
I now have 0 eddies.
and go back to
Nice.
full health.
You got it.
Virgil, subtract 50 eddies because you went to people you know to get your chemicals.
I think I got in my docs. It's like 100 eddies
Oh,
to produce. So
No-
I'm gonna spend like 200.
okay. Would you have? Yeah. If you got it, spend it.
Didn't have the eddies.
Yeah. Anson, do you go to like a Ripper Dock to get it tuned, or do you just do it yourself?
I'm not really up to speed on what it takes to get Cyberskin and Tech Hair like changed, whether or not that's like a mall procedure or if
That's
it's
a
like
mall
you have to go
procedure.
to an actual Ripper Dock. Yeah, then I just go to like the latest the Claire's or
Claire's.
whatever, and I'm like, hey, I want to look at this. Yeah.
They're having a special on ChemSkin. Yeah.
Okay.
So subtract a healthy 25 eddies.
Okay.
All right, Davis, yours is going to be the most expensive.
Well,
probably.
I have the price of the program in front of me.
What is
it's,
the
it's a cheap one. It's 50 eddies.
Oh, never mind then. Subtract 50 eddies and take it.
Nice.
And because we had so many cool moments, everyone is the MVP tonight. You all take 40 IP. And yeah. All right. Next session, the heist.
The big one.
It's the big one.
It's the one you've all been waiting for.
This has been the Dice Room. Davis, will you lead us
I'm
on out?
so excited.
Sure. Thank you for tuning in. It was a really fun session, and I am really looking forward to the heist next week. Remember to check out Oak Lounge Games. Use code DiceRoom10 for 10% off. They got great shirts, great games, and they're a great company. If you're in Georgia, you got to shop local, man. Other than that, we'll run through our people again. I'm Davis. I play Hugo Geist, netrunner and maker of really questionable decisions.
I'm Ian. I play David Hayter, also known as Solid Snake, who's a solo who makes questionable decisions, but with a weird voice.
Anson?
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you being here. I have been Jean-Roch Rousseau, troubled, deep-thinking rocker boy who is very conflicted about this AI that has just appeared on the scene.
Yeah.
And Wicked Kinder, I play Virgil, just a shawarma eating, body carrying, making do.
And I once again am the Chappy VA, chaps, a litany of other names. First and foremost, God. I'm your DJ. I'm your your host. I'm your game master. I'm your DM. And real quick, I think it's hilarious. I think Pon Pon Shit needs to be our official outro song.
Almost it is the outro song. I was enjoying it a lot.
It fits really, really well. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. Same dice time, same dice room. Bye-bye, guys.
Ow.
Bye.